Have you ever stopped to feel that something big is about to happen in your life? That shiver, that inexplicable feeling that the wind is changing in your favor? Well, know that it's not your imagination, my dear Virgo. At this very moment, as you watch this video, God is preparing something extraordinary for you. I'm talking about wealth, abundance, prosperity arriving in ways you can't even imagine yet. And the most incredible thing is that all of this has already been foreseen. It's already in motion. It's already on its way. The entire universe is conspiring at this instant so that you receive what you deserve, what you have worked so hard to achieve. Do you know why I'm so convinced of this? Because the signs are everywhere, and those who know the energy of Virgo know how to recognize when heaven is plotting something grand. Today you will discover exactly what God has reserved for your sign, and more importantly, you will understand why this blessing is arriving right now, at this moment in your life. If you stay with me until the end of this video, you will understand every detail of this divine prediction, you will know how to identify the signs that are already appearing around you, and above all, you will learn how to prepare yourself to receive all of this with an open heart. Because one thing I guarantee, what is coming to you is no small thing. We are talking about a complete turnaround, doors opening where before there were only walls, paths emerging where you only saw dead ends. First truth, the reward for your silent work is about to manifest itself. Do you know one of the most striking characteristics of someone born under the sign of Virgo? It's that incredible ability to work behind the scenes, to make things happen without expecting the spotlight, without demanding immediate recognition. While others seek applause for every small step, you remain steadfast, dedicated, building brick by brick what you want to achieve. And often, during this process, you look around and wonder if all this effort is really worth it, isn't that right? You see other people reaping faster results, receiving opportunities that seem to fall from the sky, and sometimes you feel discouraged, that feeling that the universe isn't paying attention to how much you dedicate yourself. But here's a truth that needs to enter your heart right now. God sees every effort you make, every night you spend awake thinking about solutions, every sacrifice you made in silence, every time you chose to do the right thing even when no one was watching. And all of this is being accounted for, being transformed into blessings that are about to descend upon your life in a way that will completely surprise you. Do you know why Virgo is ruled by Mercury? Because your mission involves this ability to organize, to analyze, to transform chaos into order. And throughout all these years, throughout your life, you have been doing exactly that, often without even realizing the magnitude of what you are building. You have organized not only your own life, but you have also helped countless people around you, offered wise advice, and extended a hand when no one else was willing to help. And now the moment has arrived when all of this returns to you multiplied. The wealth that is coming is not luck, it is not chance, it is a direct consequence of who you are and everything you have sown. And when I speak of wealth, I am not only talking about money, although it is also part of this blessing. I am talking about abundance in all areas, about doors opening at work, about recognition finally arriving, about opportunities appearing from places you never imagined. That project you cherished for so long, that idea you kept in your heart, that dream that seemed impossible, all of this is about to take shape, to materialize in ways that will surpass even your expectations. And the most beautiful thing of all is that you won't need to fight as hard as you have until now, because now the universe itself is working in your favor, removing obstacles, aligning circumstances, and placing the right people in your path. Second truth, his humility opened portals of abundance that others cannot access. There's something very special that happens with Virgos, and few signs truly understand it. You have this unique ability to remain humble even when you achieve great things, to keep your feet on the ground regardless of the heights you reach. And that, my dear, is a very rare virtue these days, a quality that heaven observes with special attention. While the world out there teaches people to show off, to shout their achievements from the rooftops, you remain discreet, you continue doing what needs to be done without fanfare, without expecting pats on the back. And do you know what that means on a spiritual level? It means you are vibrating at a very high frequency, in a harmony that allows greater blessings to reach you. It's as if your humility were a magic key that opens doors that remain locked for most people. Because, you see, when someone is truly humble, when someone doesn't let themselves be dominated by arrogance or vanity, that person creates a huge inner space to receive. It's as if she empties her heart of all pride, all arrogance, and leaves an empty space waiting to be filled with divine gifts. And God, who knows every heart, who sees beyond appearances, chooses to bless precisely those who know how to value, those who will not get lost when prosperity arrives. That's why the wealth predicted for Virgo comes accompanied by wisdom. It comes with responsibility. It comes in a way that you will know how to manage without getting lost along the way. You won't be one of those who receives a lot and forgets where it came from, who prospers and stops helping those in need. Your essence doesn't allow that. Your Virgo nature doesn't work that way. And the universe knows this, God recognizes this, and that's why he trusts you to be a channel of blessings for other people as well. When abundance arrives in your life, and you can be sure it will arrive very soon, you won't simply keep everything for yourself. You will continue to be that generous person you've always been. You will continue helping, guiding, extending a hand to those in need. And do you know what happens when someone acts like that? Abundance multiplies even further because you enter a virtuous cycle where the more you give, the more you receive, the more you bless, the more you are blessed. If this message resonated with your zodiac sign, trust me, it's no coincidence. When the universe wants to speak to you, it sends exactly the right signal, and you're here because you needed to hear this today. Your contribution, as a subscriber or member, is what keeps these messages alive, messages that touch, awaken, and transform lives. And if this video made sense to you, leave your birth date in the comments. Let's continue with our video now. Third truth. The period of scarcity was only a preparation for the greatness to come. Now I need to talk about something that might be hard to hear, but it's extremely important for you to understand the magnitude of the blessing that's coming. You've been through some very difficult times, haven't you? There were periods when money was tight, when bills piled up, when you were forced to perform financial juggling acts just to make it to the end of the month. There were times when you looked at your bank account and felt that tightness in your heart, that anguish of not knowing how you were going to solve the accumulating problems. And during those moments, you must have asked yourself 1,000 times why these difficulties were happening to you, who have always been so responsible, so careful with money, so organized with your finances. But now I'm going to reveal something that will completely change the way you see everything you've been through. Those periods of scarcity weren't punishment, they weren't divine abandonment, they weren't a sign that you were doing something wrong. In fact, it was exactly the opposite. It was God preparing you, strengthening you, molding you so that you could receive the abundance He always had planned for you. Because look, if wealth had arrived earlier, when you weren't yet internally prepared, it could have destroyed you instead of blessing you. How many people do you know who suddenly received a lot of money and lost it all in a short time? How many stories have you heard of people who won the jackpot and, after a few years, were in a worse situation than before? This happens because these people didn't go through the preparation process. They didn't develop the necessary maturity to handle prosperity. But with you it was different. Every difficulty you faced taught you something valuable. Every financial hardship showed you the true value of things. Every moment of scarcity prepared you to appreciate abundance when it arrived. You learned to be grateful for the little things, developed the ability to do a lot with little, created a healthy relationship with money. And most importantly, you maintained your faith even when everything seemed to be against you. You continued to believe even when external signs told you to give up. This firmness, this persistence, this ability to keep hope alive even in the midst of the storm, all of this built a solid foundation in you, an internal structure strong enough to sustain the greatness that is coming. Fourth truth. Your dedication to detail created a solid foundation for prosperity. There's a characteristic of Virgo that many people don't quite understand, and even criticize sometimes. It's this meticulous attention to detail, this need to do things well, to take care of every little aspect of any project or situation. Some people look at this and say you're too much of a perfectionist, that you worry about unimportant things, that you should be more relaxed and let things flow naturally. But do you know what these people don't understand? That this characteristic of yours is actually a divine gift, a powerful tool that God placed in you to build something truly solid and lasting. Because think about it, when you build a house, what determines whether it will stand for decades or crumble in the first storm? It's precisely the details, isn't it? It's the quality of the materials, the care in the foundation, the attention to each stage of construction. And the same thing happens with life, with projects, with dreams. Those who want quick results without worrying about the details end up building sandcastles that crumble at the first difficulty. But not you. You always knew that building something truly great takes time, patience, and attention to every step of the way. And throughout all these years, while others skipped steps and chased shortcuts, you remained steadfast, doing the basics well, taking care of every detail, building a solid structure brick by brick. And now the moment has arrived when all this dedication will show its true value. The wealth and abundance that are coming to you will not be fleeting, they will not evaporate overnight, because they are landing on a firm foundation that you have carefully built. When financial opportunities begin to appear, and they are already on their way, you will know exactly what to do with them. You will not waste them, you will not get lost, because your meticulous nature will guide you in the correct management of these resources. You will know where to invest, you will identify which opportunities are real and which are traps. You will build sustainable prosperity that will accompany you for years to come. And more than that, you will become a role model for others, a living example of how attention to detail, care for the little things, and the patience to do everything well can result in extraordinary achievements. Fifth truth. Your acts of service have woven a network of blessings around you. I want you to stop for a moment and think about all the times you've helped someone without expecting anything in return. How many times have you offered your time, your energy, your knowledge to solve other people's problems? How many nights have you stayed awake helping a friend in need? How many times have you put your own affairs aside to be there when someone needed you? And on how many of those occasions did you receive sincere thanks, true recognition for what you did? Probably very few, isn't that right? Most people simply accepted your help as if it were something natural, as if you had an obligation to always be available. And perhaps you felt used a few times, thought you were being foolish to give so much when others barely showed gratitude. But now I need to tell you something that will completely change that perspective. Every act of service you performed, every gesture of kindness you offered, every time you helped someone without thinking of reward, all of that was recorded in the spiritual realm. All of that wove an invisible web of blessings around you. It's as if each good deed of yours is a golden thread you cast into the universe, and these threads have intertwined, multiplied, creating a web of light that is now about to bring back to you everything you gave and much more. Because there is a spiritual law that never fails, a divine rule that is above anything we can see or touch. It is the law of sowing and reaping, the principle that everything you plant inevitably returns to you multiplied. And Virgo, with your naturally service-oriented nature, with your tendency to help and care for others, you have been planting seeds of kindness throughout your life. Many times you planted in barren lands, in ungrateful hearts, in situations that seemed not worth the effort. But the seeds are not lost, they remain there, working silently, germinating at the right time. And now the harvest season has arrived, the moment when everything you planted will sprout simultaneously, creating a garden of abundance so great that you won't even be able to believe it. The wealth that is coming to you comes from multiple sources precisely because of this network of blessings that you have woven. Opportunities will arise from people you helped and don't even remember anymore. Doors will open thanks to individuals who observed your kindness from afar, and resources will arrive from paths you never imagined. Sixth truth. Your practical intelligence will be the channel to manifest divine abundance. There's one thing that sets Virgo apart from practically every other sign of the zodiac. It's this unique combination of spirituality and practicality, of faith and concrete action. While some signs dream big but can't bring their plans to life, and others work hard but lose touch with their greater purpose, you can navigate between these two worlds with impressive skill. You are able to meditate, pray, connect with the divine, and at the same time you can sit down, create spreadsheets, organize strategies, and put things in order in a very concrete way. And do you know why this characteristic is so important at this specific moment in your life? Because the wealth that God is sending you won't magically fall from the sky. It won't magically appear under your pillow one morning. It will arrive through real opportunities, concrete situations, doors that will open in the material world. And to cross those doors, to take advantage of those opportunities in the best possible way, you will need precisely this practical intelligence, this ability to transform inspiration into action. In the coming times, you will notice that ideas will begin to flow in your mind much more easily. Solutions to old problems will suddenly appear, valuable insights will emerge at the most unexpected moments, and you will feel a mental clarity you may not have felt in years. This is no coincidence. It is the universe working through you. It is God using your organized and practical mind as an instrument to manifest abundance. And unlike people who receive good ideas but don't know what to do with them, you will have this wonderful ability to take each insight, each inspiration, and transform it into concrete steps, viable plans, and actions that generate real results. Your natural tendency to organize, to plan, to think about every detail. All of this will be fundamental so that you not only receive blessings but also know how to multiply them. You will know where to invest each resource that comes your way. You will identify which opportunities deserve your attention and which should be left aside. You will build systems that ensure that prosperity is not just a passing moment but a permanent state in your life. And the most interesting thing is that the more you use this practical intelligence in service of good, the more you apply your skills to create abundance not only for yourself but also for the people around you, the more heaven will bless you with resources, opportunities, and valuable connections. Seventh truth. The universe is removing everything blocking your path to prosperity. Have you noticed that lately some things have simply slipped away from your life? Perhaps relationships that once seemed important but began to unravel. Perhaps situations you fought so hard to maintain but ended up breaking down anyway. Perhaps doors you knocked on insistently but never truly opened. And at the moment these things happened, you probably felt sad, frustrated, even defeated. It's natural to feel this way when we lose something or someone, when we see plans crumble, when we are forced to give up things we considered important. But now, with a little distance, able to look at the situation more calmly, have you begun to realize that those losses were actually liberations? That those endings were actually redirections? That those closed doors were protecting you from paths that weren't meant for you? Because that's exactly what's happening in your life now, only on a much larger scale than you imagine. The universe is doing a deep cleansing around you, systematically removing everything that could hinder or block the abundance that is coming. And this includes not only people and situations, but also mental patterns, limiting beliefs, old fears that you've carried for so long that you don't even realize they're there anymore. You know that idea that you don't deserve to be rich, that money is dirty or corrupts people. It's being dissolved. You know that fear of not being able to manage prosperity, that you'll mess things up if you have too much money. It's being transformed into confidence. You know that feeling that you need to suffer to deserve good things, that life has to be difficult. It's being replaced by a certainty that you are worthy of abundance simply by existing. And while these internal transformations are happening, things are also reorganizing in the external world. People who drained your energy are naturally moving away. Situations that consumed your time without bringing returns are ending. Commitments that bound you to old patterns are dissolving. And in place of all that, a free space is being created, an open field where prosperity can land without encountering obstacles. It's as if you were clearing a plot of land to build a mansion. It's no use having the best materials, the best professionals, the best design, if the land is full of rubble and old buildings that need to be demolished first. Eighth truth. Your patience is about to be extraordinarily rewarded. If there's one virtue that Virgo knows deeply, but which simultaneously tests you to the limit, it's patience. Throughout your life, you've learned that good things take time, that solid results don't appear overnight, that building something lasting requires persistence and consistency. And you've applied this understanding to practically every area of your life. While others gave up halfway through seeking immediate gratification, you remained steadfast, taking one step at a time, trusting that in due time the fruits would come. But admit it, there were times when your patience was tested to the extreme, weren't there? Situations where you wondered if it was really worth waiting so long, if perhaps you weren't being too patient, if you shouldn't have given up a long time ago. There were nights when you lay in bed exhausted, not only physically but emotionally, tired of waiting, tired of persisting, tired of maintaining faith when everything around you seemed to indicate it was time to throw in the towel. And even then, even in the most difficult moments, you didn't give up completely. You may have slowed down, you may have doubted, you may have cried in frustration, but you didn't abandon ship. You didn't give up on your dreams, you didn't let hope die completely. And now I need to tell you something very important. All that patience, all that persistence, all that ability to continue even when it was difficult, all of that built in you a merit so great that heaven cannot ignore it. Because, you see, anyone can be patient when things are going well, when results appear quickly, when there are clear signs that they are on the right track. The real challenge, the true test of patience, happens when you need to continue without guarantees, when you need to persist even without seeing signs, when you need to maintain faith while walking in the dark. And you did exactly that. You crossed the valley of the shadow without completely losing hope. You endured the dark night of the soul without letting your inner light go out completely. And now, finally, the moment of reward has arrived. And when I say reward, I'm not talking about something proportional to what you waited for, something equivalent to the effort you made. No, the reward that's coming is exponential, it's multiplied, it's much greater than you dared to dream. Ninth truth. Your ability to discern will attract the right opportunities. Among all the qualities that Virgo possesses, there is one that is particularly valuable in these times we live in. It is this natural ability to discern, to separate the wheat from the chaff, to identify what is real from what is illusion, what is worthwhile from what is a waste of time. While many people are swayed by anything that glitters, by any promise that sounds beautiful, by any opportunity that seems easy, you have this gift of questioning, of analyzing, of investigating before committing. And although sometimes this characteristic makes people accuse you of being too distrustful or too skeptical, the truth is that it has already saved you from countless traps, has protected you from situations that could have been disastrous. How many times have you refrained from entering into dubious deals simply because something told you it wasn't right? How many tempting offers have you refused because your intuition, combined with your careful analysis, indicated danger? And how many times, after a while, have you discovered that you had made the right choice, that those opportunities that seemed so good were actually well-disguised traps? Your discernment, your ability to see beyond appearances, will be absolutely fundamental in the coming period.
Why?
Because along with true blessings and real opportunities that God is sending you, there will also be some traps, some false paths, some proposals that will seem wonderful but are actually deviations from your purpose. And that's where your Virgo nature will shine. It's at that moment that all your accumulated experience, all your life training, all your analytical skills will show themselves as the divine gift they always were. You will be able to identify with crystal clarity which opportunities come from heaven and which come from the ego, which doors should be crossed and which should remain closed, which people deserve your trust and which should be kept at a distance. And the most interesting thing is that this capacity for discernment will not only work on a rational level. It won't just be your mind analyzing facts and data. There will be a powerful combination between your practical intelligence and your spiritual intuition, between your ability to reason and your connection with the divine. You will feel it in your body, you will perceive it in your energy, you will know in your heart when something is right or wrong, even if you cannot rationally explain why. 10th truth. You are entering the most prosperous phase of your life. We have now arrived at the most important point of everything we have discussed so far. After understanding all these truths, after recognizing all these signs, after understanding how the universe has been preparing you, it is time to declare it clearly. You are entering now, at this very moment, the most prosperous, most abundant, richest phase of your entire life. And when I say this, I am not making a vague prediction, I am not offering a distant possibility, I am not talking about something that might happen if you are lucky. No, I am stating with absolute conviction that your life is changing now, that the blessings are arriving now, that the turning point is happening now. Everything you have lived until today, all the experiences you have accumulated, all the challenges you have overcome, all the lessons you have learned, all of this was preparation for this moment. It was as if you were attending a very long and very difficult university, and now you are finally graduating, receiving your diploma, ready to practice what you were trained for. And the diploma you are receiving from the universe comes with a special authorization, with divine permission to access levels of abundance that were previously beyond your reach. In the coming months, you will begin to notice concrete changes in your financial reality. These could be income increases from familiar sources, entirely new opportunities appearing out of nowhere, brilliant ideas transforming into profitable projects, inheritances, or unexpected resources arriving. The forms may vary, but the result will be the same. More money coming in, more resources available, more financial freedom, and greater ability to realize your dreams. And along with this material prosperity, you will also experience abundance in other areas of life. Relationships will improve, health will strengthen, inner peace will be established, and self-confidence will grow. Because true prosperity isn't just about having money in the bank, it's about living a full, balanced life where all areas flourish together. And you deserve all of this. You deserve every bit of this abundance that is coming your way. Not because you are perfect, not because you have never made a mistake, but simply because of who you are, because you kept the faith when it was difficult, because you chose good even when evil seemed easier, because you remained upright when it would have been simpler to become corrupt. So receive this blessing now with an open heart, without guilt, without feeling undeserving, without fear that something bad will come along with it. Let prosperity enter your life in the same way you let the sun in through the window on a beautiful morning, with gratitude, with joy, with a certainty that this is natural, that this is your right, that this has always been God's plan for you. 11th truth. Your generosity will multiply along with your wealth. Now I want to talk about something you may not have thought about yet, but which is extremely important to ensure that the prosperity that is coming becomes permanently established in your life. There is a powerful spiritual law that says that the more you share, the more you receive. The more good you circulate, the more good circulates back to you. And this law will become even more evident as your financial situation improves. Because, you see, when someone has little, it's understandable that they keep it for themselves, that they are cautious before sharing, that they think twice before helping. But when abundance truly arrives, when resources multiply, then there is no longer any excuse for stinginess, no longer any justification for a lack of generosity. And the good news about you, Virgo, is that generosity is already part of your nature. You have demonstrated this countless times when you had little, when you needed to share your own bread to feed someone who was hungry, when you gave up your comfort to welcome those in need. Now imagine what will happen when you have far more resources to share, when your possibilities for helping multiply along with your prosperity. You will become an even greater channel of blessings. You will be able to impact many more lives. You will be able to make a difference in ways you could only dream of before. And every time you share this abundance, every time you use your resources to bless others, you will be activating that spiritual law of multiplication. You will be opening the floodgates of heaven even further. You will be ensuring that the flow of prosperity not only continues but intensifies. This doesn't mean you need to go around handing out money to everyone who asks. It doesn't mean you should become the personal bank for anyone who shows up with a sad story. Remember that discernment we talked about. It will guide you in this area too. It will show you who really needs help and who is just trying to take advantage. It will indicate the best way to help in each situation. Sometimes the right help isn't giving money, but rather offering guidance, sharing knowledge, opening a door of opportunity. And you, with your natural wisdom, will know exactly what each person needs and what you can offer that is most valuable. The important thing is to maintain a generous heart, to continue being that person who cares about others, who doesn't become arrogant or selfish when they prosper. Because the moment someone closes their heart to others, the instant someone starts accumulating only for themselves without sharing anything, at that very moment the flow of abundance begins to diminish. 12th truth. The time to act is now, not tomorrow. We are nearing the end of this very important conversation, and I need to leave you with a very clear message. Everything we've discussed here, all these truths I've revealed, all this prediction of wealth and abundance that God has prepared for Virgo, none of it will manifest automatically if you simply stand still and wait. There's a part of you in this story, there's a responsibility you need to assume, there's an action that needs to come from you. Because look, the universe is creating the conditions, God is opening the doors, the angels are removing the obstacles, but you need to take the steps, you need to walk through the doors, you need to seize the opportunities. It's as if heaven is handing you all the tools, all the materials, the entire blueprint to build the house of your dreams, but you still need to take these tools and start working. And the time to start isn't next week, it's not when you feel totally prepared, it's not when all the conditions are perfect. The time is now, it's today, it's this very instant as you listen to these words. Because do you know what the greatest enemy of prosperity is? It's not a lack of resources, it's not a lack of opportunities, it's not a lack of talent. The greatest enemy of prosperity is procrastination, that habit of postponing, of putting things off, of waiting for the perfect moment that never comes. How many dreams have died because people waited for ideal conditions? How many opportunities have been lost because someone thought they weren't ready enough? How many blessings have passed them by because the person was too busy planning instead of acting? Don't let that happen to you. Don't let the fear of imperfection paralyze you. Don't let the need to have everything under control prevent you from taking the first step. You are already more prepared than you imagine. You already have more resources than you think. You already possess within yourself everything you need to begin. And remember what we said about your practical intelligence. It will guide you on the path. It will show you the next step, even if you don't yet see the complete path. You don't need to have everything mapped out from beginning to end. You don't need to know exactly how you're going to get there. You just need to take the next step. You just need to do what's within your reach today. And as you walk, as you act, the path will reveal itself. Opportunities will appear. Solutions will emerge. That's how it works for those who have faith in action, for those who combine trust in the divine with work in the material world. So ask yourself now, what is the first step I can take today towards the prosperity that God is offering me? It can be something small, it can be something simple, but it needs to be something concrete, something that takes you out of your comfort zone, something that shows the universe that you are ready to receive. Look, my dear Virgo, we've reached the end of today's journey, but in reality, we're only at the beginning of something much bigger happening in your life. Everything we've discussed here wasn't by chance. Every word you heard was carefully placed in your path because you needed to receive this message at this exact moment. And now that you know, now that you understand that God is predicting wealth and abundance for Virgo soon, now that you've understood all the signs and all the preparations that are taking place, you have a very important choice ahead of you. You can simply listen to all this, find it beautiful, get a little emotional, and then go back to your routine as if nothing had changed. Or you can make the decision to embrace this prophecy, to believe with all your heart that yes, this is true, this is for you, this will happen in your life. And more than believing, you can choose to position yourself to receive. You can start acting in alignment with this abundance that is coming. You can make space in your life for prosperity to find a place to land. Because let me tell you something, when you start acting like someone who knows that blessings are coming, when you start making decisions based on the confidence that better days are just around the corner, the universe itself conspires to confirm your faith. It's as if you're sending a signal to heaven saying that you're ready, that you're prepared, that you're open to receiving. And heaven responds, always responds, never fails those who truly trust. So I want to extend a very special invitation to you. If everything you've heard here resonated with your heart, if you felt that shiver confirming that this message was for you, I invite you to leave your birth date in the comments. Because when you do that, when you identify with and connect with this message, you are declaring to the universe that yes, you believe, you accept, you are ready to receive everything that has been promised here. And if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, now is the perfect time to do so. to activate the bell and ensure you don't miss the next messages the universe has to share with you. Each video we publish here is not just any content. It's a carefully crafted message to touch hearts, awaken consciences, and transform lives. And if these words touched you today, consider becoming a supporter of the channel, becoming a member of this incredible community of people who believe in the power of the universe, who trust in divine goodness, who know that better days are always coming for those who maintain their faith. Your contribution, however small, helps keep these messages reaching more people, helps spread light and hope in a world that so desperately needs it. And always remember, you didn't get here by chance. You didn't hear this message by coincidence. The universe guided you to this moment because you needed to hear that yes, you deserve prosperity, yes, better days are coming, yes, God is predicting wealth and abundance for you soon. So go in peace, go with a heart full of hope, go with the certainty that the best is yet to come. And as you walk toward that bright future, remember to look back from time to time and reach out to those who are still climbing, because that's how the wheel of abundance keeps turning, that's how the cycle of blessings perpetuates itself. If this message resonated with your zodiac sign, trust me, it's no coincidence. When the universe wants to speak to you, it sends exactly the right signal, and you're here because you needed to hear this today. Your contribution, as a subscriber or member, is what keeps these messages alive, messages that touch, awaken, and transform lives. And if this video made sense to you, leave your birth date in the comments.